Welcome back to From Nine to Mom.
where we discuss balancing the 9 to 5 hustle with the beautiful chaos that we call motherhood.
And today's just us. We've had a lot of guests on, but we wanted to do like a quick what's going on with us because I think we have a lot going on. And again, we use this as therapy. So, like, give us a second to be therapy. So, welcome to the therapy hour.
Yeah, seriously. Katie and I have been pretty busy with, and I know busy is a bad word, but we've been busy with life and work. And I feel like we haven't been able to therapy with each other even as much as we normally do. So this truly is our hour to, really divulge what's going on and work through it with you guys listening. So let's go. Katie, I know the big thing in your life right now is Cal and the glasses
It's
situation. Talk to me.
okay. So, this seems so stupid. I know in the grand scheme,
That's
and I actually
stupid.
said this to a coworker yesterday. I go, we really haven't had that hard of a life. And for this to be my thing that I'm like, going having a mentee be over is good, right? It's great. But for those that like follow us everywhere, the true peeps, we had Calvin turned 3. We had his birthday party last weekend. It was hot dog themed. It was amazing.
Yes, I'm very glad that they all wore the hot dog costume I sent. So can you please
Danielle
post
sent a
pictures for people?
everyone was sharing the hot dog costume on the bounce house. It was really cute. I don't even think we haven't even talked about it for
No.
me to send you all the
So
pictures.
yeah.
But obviously 3 years old, he had his physical and couple concerns for the physical. I don't know, and this is again where I'm saying it seems so dumb now that I'm calm about it, but in these moments, when anything's wrong with your kid, it could be they got a
Yes.
paper cut and you're just like, you get in your feels about it, or people react all sorts of different ways. And so at Kale's appointment, he had failed his eye exam. And so everyone's pediatrician I know is different, and there's a lot of opinions, and I welcome all of them because I've never failed an eye exam, nor has Ryan. So we both are like clueless
That really
about.
does make you sound like your lives have been wonderful. I was blind at the age of 3.
I'm like,
I had to have PRK surgeries and I cried when I saw the shampoo bottle and I called my mom. So
I'm like, but I know somebody out there maybe is in the same situation, or you've been like this, like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's where I'm at in my cycle. I just am like overreacting. Like, it's not even an overreaction. It's just like unknown anything. When you have to deal with something that you don't know anything about, or you've never given any thought to, it caught me off guard. And we've never had a issue with his sight. Like, we never have ever questioned that this kid could not see. And you know how we are, like, a coping mechanism is joking. So then, like, the doctor basically was like, he has astigmatisms in both eyes. Like, you got to go to a doctor. And we're like, okay, no problem. And she's like, I would try to get in next week. We were like, okay, like, we'll do that. So then you're
cool.
like,
Is that bad? Like, cause then
cool.
you're panicking because you're like, oh,
Gosh. And I'm like, so he really can't see. So then all weekend we're like joking. At one point, me and Ryan, we still have the Nanit monitors for the kids. At one point, Calvin was sleeping the opposite way on his bed. And we're like joking. We're like, this poor kid can't even see which way's up in his bed. Like, this whole time we're like, and we're like joking through the like
this is
concern.
great.
And then I drew the lucky card of taking Calvin to the eye appointment, which, like, I think the first question anyone asked me was like, how did you get them to sit still? Like, how do you get a 3-year-old to sit still to get an eye exam? So again,
Yeah,
Calvin
that's
was
actually, I am interested in that.
it was like this is the reason we do the podcast, right? To talk about the stuff we wish that we would have known. I wish I
Well,
could have listened to somebody talk about their eye exam appointment. And so they brought us in, and the first thing they did was have him identify what pictures he knew on the screen. So it was
okay.
like really easy, like a house, a horsey, whatever. And then she's like, if he doesn't know, we take him off. So we know that he knows all of them.
What they
And
are.
yes, because that was going to be my first concern. I'm like, this kid can't read letter. Like, how are they
Like,
going to like
what are we doing here?
get the thing? So anyway, they did that. Then he started doing it. They had me cover his eyes to do either one. And it was the first time. When have you ever covered one of your kids' eyes to see if they can see? Like, you
I
don't.
mean,
How would you even think
they
of
do
doing
it.
that?
They do it at the doctor. That's the only reason. Like they will do a
So
little
they've
test at
never
the
done
doctor.
that
Okay. At
at
Disney
ours. They
Three
just
here in
do the.
Colpin's, they did it.
Okay, so they did it at Jack's at
Okay.
4. So we're at 3. So we haven't even gotten to that. So it's like they did in the pediatrician, they took a picture of like with the lights off and the
They
device,
did that too. Like where you like, and it comes to their eye and they like
and
take
it
a
like
little
takes the
picture. Yeah,
picture.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So they did that at the pediatrician. Then when we were at the optometrist, they did the pictures, and it was the first time I ever Calvin, like, he got mad at me for covering the one eye. And I was like,
Man.
this kid can't see, the poor thing. So anyway, we
Yeah, and
went
I
through
want you
and
guys to
then
understand on the other end of this, Katie's texting me through it and she's like, he's blind. I feel so bad. Like I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to start like a
like
GoFundMe.
go
Calvin needs new eyeballs. Like, I don't know. Like it was
just so
very
like
like
the
and
dramatic
Katie's not you're not
effect.
dramatic. So like when things are dramatic coming from you, I'm like, oh,
It's
this is
bad.
serious.
You think someone's dying, and I don't know what it is because I am not like this anywhere else, but
You're
when it
not
comes to the
dramatic.
kids getting injured, I can't handle it or something wrong, like, I'm not joking, if they get a paper cut, my heart sinks, like, I just it's the one spot that I can't figure like, I can't be rational.
Motherhood, man. You love them. That's cute.
And yeah, so anyway, they dilated his eyes, which I thought was just wild. I'm like, "This kid it's gonna hurt, he's gonna be I'm gonna be sitting in the waiting room with him for 40 minutes, and he's gonna be miserable." He took it like a champ, we did it.
Good.
I, like, didn't really understand what the doctor was giving me because, again, I've had one eye appointment in my adult life, and it was like, "You don't need glasses, get out of here," like, kinda thing.
Like
So,
you
I get the paper, he's like, You need to get him glasses," and then, like, I'm trying to get all the information from him, how often to wear the glasses. He's like, "Get him ASAP. You're coming back in 2 months. If he's not progressing, we're
better.
doing the eye patch," and the whole thing. So, alls I hear is he's wearing an eye patch to his first day of preschool, and, like, you go down the rabbit hole. So I finally go and check out. I wasn't waiting. First of all, the appointment was way longer than I anticipated. So I had to get to the office. Kelvin came to the office with me yesterday to take a meeting. He's complaining about his eyes. He's got my sunglasses on in the office, watching Peppa Pig on my monitor in my office. And I'm so lucky we work with other parents and they can like
Yes,
work
it
through.
is nice. Like that is
So
such a
shout out
gift.
to my team that
Such a
sat
gift.
through a meeting with me with Peppa Pig on. They're like, "We don't even hear it. Like, this is just we can all meet like this." So shout out to working with other parents that understand. But yeah, so we're gonna go get him glasses tonight, and he's got us. They'll hopefully be in a week or so, and the poor little kid's gonna. And this is
It's
where
gonna
like
look
I
like
just felt
you.
bad, like that I didn't. I think I just feel bad. I didn't know. Now that I've had time to be like, okay, there were also Katie, did you ignore all the kids that were in that office? Like
Yes, you
80% of
did.
kids have glasses.
You
Like,
did.
relax. It's
You
just
did
like you
ignore
don't
them.
know and you panic. Then I felt so bad because he was like complaining so much. Then he was crying because we walked outside and his eyes hurt because they were dilated
Dilated, yeah. And they're little and they don't like understand, you know?
and then he sat in the back seat and was like, "Don't bring me to Veronica's." And I'm like, "I can't. You're just coming to work with me."
You're
I don't
like
know.
this is what we're doing. Yeah, I definitely crashed my car once with dilated pupils, or at least that was my excuse why I crashed the car. But I've had bad eyesight forever. So when you sent me that, like I was
You're
looking
like,
at it.
"Shut up."
And at first I was like, "Okay." And then I, like, went to Quinn just to make sure I wasn't being crazy, but it's not that it's not a big deal because it is, because little kids are hard. This happened with someone I know, I won't say who, but you know who. They they had the same thing. They had to wear a patch 4 hours a day, and then they had to wear their glasses, and it was really not because the eyesight was bad, the astigmatism was bad, and what that will do is cause lazy eye. So you basically are course correcting that eye from becoming lazy. So you have to make sure that he does it, but it's also still it doesn't matter. It's still scary. I remember Colton had to wear a helmet, if you remember correctly, and I was like, "I have the
Right.
helmet, kid. Like, I
Like,
have the
you're like
helmet."
like, how
Right.
does it you just and that's why I'm like, I totally perspective moment, right? Like, you're like, "Really, this is what I'm worried about?" But, like, it goes like this for anything. Yeah, like the helmet and that. It's like, it was that little blip and it's done, and you're like,
And it
"But
was
I was
so
so
cute. Like, I decorated it so cute, it was so fun, so it's like, make it
right."
fun for him so he doesn't like, let him pick out whatever he wants, who cares if you like him or not, he
You know
has to
that
like
that's not
them.
gonna happen. You think I'm gonna let this kid pick out neon green
Yes,
glasses
but
like
what
he
if that's what
wants?
he likes? He needs to wear them, it's more
Or
important, or he's gonna walk around with a lazy
with
eye
a
for the
lace
rest of his life. What's more important to you? This
so we have
temporary
this book.
associate?
I'm gonna take a picture of this book. So we have a book, and you know how I feel about Peppa Pig, and it's
Yeah,
just
she's not
lingered
on
on in our
holiday
house.
right now?
Kelvin just he loves Peppa Pig, and there's an episode where Peppa goes to the eye doctor, and so we were like, "Okay, finally a moment that Peppa's gonna teach us, you go,
Something.
you do this stuff." Peppa didn't need the glasses though, of course, but she picked out rainbow ones.
You know what he's picking out, man. Rainbow. That's his idol. Like, you are gonna have rainbow for sure, for sure.
If you think I'm getting rainbow glasses,
Okay, so, like, rainbow fair, but, like, if he likes green or blue, you gotta let him have it. You have to, or he's not gonna wear them, and then you're gonna
I
have a kid
know.
that's like, walking around for like,
Really
just
sad.
accept your fate, okay? Maybe he'll pick out the coolest ones, you never know.
You hope. So, that's the urgent things going on in my life that seems like the world's ending, but it's really not. It's just me being dramatic, but, like,
Yeah, I
you know
feel like it's okay to be dramatic with your kids, like, it is. I feel the same way about certain things, but now that Colton's older, I'm like, "Meh, it is what it is." But when it comes to their health, I just feel like, we've had some news about people recently that's been really sad. If you are shout out if you can go listen to everything Danny Go right now, like,
Yes,
watch all his videos, that kinda stuff, like, there's people out there who are, like, obviously suffering. And I
100%.
think sometimes their attitudes are like what make me think about my own life. Like, how could I even be upset? But it doesn't take away like your experience is your experience. Like, you're still allowed to be scared,
Yes.
worried, care. Like, Colton failed the swim test at the YMCA. Sorry, Coco, shouting you out, but that's why we're in lessons. And he was so upset, like so embarrassed, so upset. But it's like he needed to experience that because now he's going to push himself because he's not going to fail next week. He's going to make sure that he can do it, and I think that, like, but I still feel bad. I mean, he's still my kid.
Well, you don't want them to fail at anything, but, like, they do need to face some
Yeah, my
adversity,
mom
you
actually
know?
said to me the other day, the first I've only ever failed one test. I was a really good test taker, I was a nerd, and I failed it because, like, I wasn't paying it's called free, I wasn't paying attention, I'm not gonna lie, I failed my first test, I cried from college, calling my mom, and she was just the other day was like, "That's the best thing that I was so glad you failed." She's like, "I know you were
You
hurting, and
had
I
to at
we
something.
were on, like, watch, like, we were gonna come get you, but you needed to fail to understand, like, that's life, right? Like, that's, like, what
Right.
happens in life." Now, reading glass isn't a failure, it's just
No,
unfortunate because I'm just saying,
it
like,
is.
we've moved on to failure and whatnot because for me right now, life is crazy. Just got back from Vegas. If you were watching, I did go to solo BTS. I don't know that any of you care, but I feel like if you have the opportunity to go to one of your favorite artists by yourself on the whim in another city, like, it was very
Yes.
liberating.
Did you make friends with the people around you at least? Of course.
Of course. I had 3
They're like,
different
"Whoa, what
groups.
is this girl doing
Yeah,
here?"
they were everyone was so nice to me. That's the one thing I'll say about, like, K-pop fans, like, they just as long as you're in the
Such a good group.
such a good
Yeah.
crew, it's like a Jonas Brothers concert. Like, are you seriously not gonna make friends with everyone around you? Like, let's be real. Like,
No, me and Michelle won't talk to anyone else.
well, that's it's me, Katie. I'm like,
I know.
I show up alone in my stuff. Like, I didn't even have a clear bag. I'm
Did you
carrying them
wear,
all.
like, merch?
I did not wear merch. By the time I got there, the merch was already gone, which, like, blew my mind because there was a shirt that I did want, and it was gone.
That's a really good question. At what like, is there an age that you shouldn't wear merch to a concert?
No, I don't
Like,
believe in
do I
that.
wear cute clothes to a concert or merch?
So,
I'm a
like,
merch girly, like, I
I love
wanna wear
merch,
that. Yeah.
but I like to get merch at the concert. So my advice, because then you have something like as a memory, and I know people are like, how many more concert t-shirts can you have? But it's one of the things I either buy an album, like a vinyl, or a shirt because I wear them all the time. Especially if they're comfort colors, like I will never say no. But you go and you wear a cute outfit that you could like put the t-shirt over because I feel like you want to look cute and
Okay.
you want to feel fun, but then like I want to buy a new I need to buy something new. Like but I don't know what I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
do.
buy the whole merch stand out this weekend.
Here's the problem. It's a festival, so there's no Stray Kids merch. There is a pop-up. There are a bunch of pop-ups this weekend. One of them is like from Live Nation, like the actual Stray Kids all around the world. But I have a feeling it opens tomorrow. And by the time I get there on Friday, I bet you all like the things I want are gonna be gone. So I am bringing like all the shirts I have just to wear around. Like I don't want to be misrepresented. I have my light stick ready.
Like, you're the real deal. You want people to know.
I want people to know this is not a joke for me. And then Jordan, this is actually funny. I'm gonna call him out on this. He asked me what he wanted me to wear to the concert. Like, what do you want me to wear? And I like sauntered up to him like very nicely, like put my arms around him. And I looked him straight in the eyes and I said, "Babe, I'm not gonna look at you the entire 2 hours that the Stray Kids are on stage. It's not because I don't love you, but like you're gonna be lucky if I glance your way to see if you are excited about the song because I'm not looking at what you're wearing. Like, so don't worry about it." I hurt his feelings, but I think he'll get over it.
No. He's trying to, like, do this with you and, like, be part of your obsession.
Yeah, but I do think also he is, and he's willing. One of the members can't come, so he said he might submit his JLix application, which I
That
said I think that'll be a great idea. But I feel like back to your question, back when we were younger, we felt like we had to wear merch to prove we were like a
A fan.
fan.
Mhm.
Like, and now I think we go to enough concerts and you're starting to evolve in this journey. Like, you go to concerts that maybe aren't your favorite artists. They're just an opportunity. So you go. And I feel like it's okay to dress cute. And then just like if you want merch, grab
Right?
merch. But I don't think you have to be like a walking billboard.
That's true.
I will be this weekend because I'm so
But I
excited.
will be.
Well, I'm like, even at Hanson, I don't wear Hanson shirts to Hanson concerts,
Well,
you
you're
know?
hoping that they're gonna, like, come pick you up out of the crowd, and then you
Yeah,
wouldn't
now
like
that me
wearing
and Zach
a
have
skirt. That's
FaceTime, shout
embarrassing.
out, like maybe he'll see me and be like, "You're the girl."
You can't be, like, risking wearing a shirt and then being like, "Oh, you're too big of a fan."
Yeah, like,
Like
I don't wanna look that crazy, even though I
yeah,
am
yeah,
that
totally.
crazy. So, yeah, my concert game, I really think, like, if you never say no to a concert, that's, like, my rule of thumb always, but if you're alone, do it, and then if you're in Allegiant Stadium, just know that you're not gonna get an Uber and you have to band with a bunch of strangers. That was the other thing. I walked 45 minutes with a mom and her daughter. She's like, "Are you alone?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just following you guys because 'cause I'm scared to be alone." So, they got me to my destination, which was very sweet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's, like, what my life is right now, Vegas, now New York, then I go to Utah for work in a week and a half, so lots of
Traveling the
travel,
US,
and the
man.
kids are out of school for us here in the South.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does.
Yeah,
Only
but
I don't
camps
know.
have started, right? Is Daisy in anything?
No, my mom has her full-time, which is fine, she's been going to her house. Today, they're at my house because I wanted to see her before I leave tomorrow, and my mom's done a really good job of, like, finding things to do every day, like, consistently. She's gonna try
That's
and
what you
keep
gotta
that
do.
up. Cool.
Yeah, summer's tough, and then Colton's in full day camp, right?
Yes, he's in full day camp, and I haven't finished signing him up for the whole month or yet, but it's because his interests keep changing. In some of these camps, like the one he really wants to go to is $590 for a week. Like, am I spending $590 for him to go do art again? I
You're
don't
like,
think
"You
about
better
it.
come out of there knowing Claude and ChatGPT coding
Seriously.
when you
Or
get
you
out."
need to be the next like Van Gogh, like figure it out, one of the two.
One or the other. You better be selling paintings after.
I'm like,
It's really hard.
I could buy an art studio at that point. Like I could buy the materials needed to
Yeah,
make pottery in our home. So like why don't we do
yeah.
that instead?
You could run a $500 Facebook ad promoting his $60 worth of artwork and
That's a
probably make
really
money.
good idea. It would work.
I'm glad that, like so we obviously start much later. Kids are in school for 3 more weeks here. Then camp starts for just Jack, and we'll be like, we don't have anything set up for Calvin. We have some options for him to do, uh, but no camps. So it's gonna be a lot of, like, finding things to do.
Summers are different for you because Ryan is sometimes there, sometimes not. So it makes
Then
it hard to justify like
full day
sending him to
camp
a
for
camp
him.
for a
Like,
whole day.
yeah, and we would never start, like, a full daycare in the summer. We were even contemplating with Jack because Ryan doesn't he is gonna teach summer school, but it's not full time, so it's
Yeah.
how how to justify paying for the full time, but I did narrow it down, and I think we're really lucky, and everyone remember that I live in upstate New York, not the upstate, like, real Western New York. We ended up our camp goes from the last week of June through August. It ends up equating to $25 a day.
What?
I know. So I'm like, I really don't care if we pull him on Fridays because Ryan won't work on Fridays. If we want to go have a pool day, he's not going to camp. We're going to go do the pool. So we're very lucky that that's
I
how
guess.
that is.
Yeah, that's different level pricing. But I mean, it's worth it because the other thing I was talking to my mom, she's like, well, he can stay home. He's staying home 1 week because my aunt and cousin are coming and they want to spend time with him, which is fine.
Which they'll be doing stuff and it
Yeah,
will
he'll have
keep him
such a good
busy.
time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just he's at the age where he needs to, like, he has a lot of energy and he needs to, like, get it out, and
The little
sitting
boy.
home,
Hmm.
we've got Daisy home, she's only 3, so obviously they're doing different things at different levels. He would just be bored, and then when Colton's bored, when boys are bored, not good. Bored
They get in trouble.
boys are bad. Even though he
Yeah.
did get the Heart of Gold award at school this year.
And you're like, what?
That's so
No,
cute.
that is really cute.
He is a
He's so
very sweet
sweet.
boy.
He's
He's a
so
very
sweet.
sweet boy.
He is. Yeah, and I feel like that's how it is though. You have to have things set up, and that's where I feel like there's so much pressure on moms, even when you're working. So, like, you're in the situation where you work at home, the kids could be home. It makes sense to have them home a little bit, but yeah, you need to have activities
Made to
planned or
work.
they're gonna be burning the house down while you're
Mhm.
trying to be on a meeting. And we've been in a busy season of work life right now, and it makes it really hard to, like, give up the time. Like, even when we get into summer here, I'm like, "Oh, I could have Kelvin home in the morning." Could I?
Well, and that's the problem. I keep thinking like, "Oh, yeah, totally fine," because 'cause I've gone through down periods and now it's an up period. Like today, thank God I'm signing Colton up for camps that my friends are doing because we're carpooling. Like,
Yeah,
she
that's
grabbed
yeah.
him yesterday for me, and today I'm gonna like, I was supposed to grab them. Jordan's gonna do it because I have a meeting at 5:30 to 6,
The
because of West
driving's
Coast. It's
insane.
just
Or these, like, do you guys have, like, half-day camps by you?
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's
So
like,
now
what's
by the
the
time you
freaking
drop them
purpose?
off and pick them up well, it's like preschool for Daisy, but, like, I have my
Well,
mom.
same, right, like, that's how yeah, and if you don't that it, like, doesn't help you whatsoever to do that. It's
Yeah,
like,
because I thought
it
about
hurts
doing
me
the
more,
half day
actually.
art camp, and it was only 3 hours, and it was $300 still. I'm like, "I can go full day for $300."
Yeah, like, it
Not gonna
doesn't
do
make
full
sense.
day.
Yeah, as summer's upon us, there's lots of things and activities to do, and then, yeah, like, now that our kids are a little older too, it's like, "Let's go have adventures, let's go do this, let's"
So that
the things that you couldn't
speaking of
do
that,
when they were babies.
I want your hot take on this because I'm torn. I've seen 2 different schools of thought.
Mhm.
I bucket list, summer bucket lists as a family.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people make bucket lists. They can be short, they can be long. I wanna know, like, have you I've done it before, but have you done it before? What's your take? Because now the other thing is people are not instead of bucket lists, they're saying, like, every day, like, Trail Tuesday, you do a hike. Water Wednesdays, you go to the pool. Like, something like you do a consistent thing
Mhm.
every day of the week so you keep routine and, like, something to look forward to and build memories. What's your thoughts? Bucket list or no?
I think a bucket list is more attainable for a working mom. If you're working a 9 to 5, setting up a, all day, every day of the week, you need to hit something different. I don't know how that's attainable for us. I can't, and it's different for me because I also can't agree that the weather is going to work for us every
Yeah, that's
single
so true.
day to like do that. But if you are somewhere that that's a possibility, it's just like that's so much pressure to every night have something to go do because again, you're still working all day. It's not like you're leaving for 3 hours in the middle of the day to go do a hike.
Yeah, like, that's, like I was feeling guilty because I was like, I wanna create memories, and I would love to do, like, the every like, we have certain things that we do during the week, but we still have sports and music and dance going on too at nighttime, so it's like, what am I gonna do at 8
How
PM? Go walk a
Yeah.
trail?
So I think that's where, like, a bucket list is a little more attainable. You can take half days if that's something that's,
Yep.
of
Well, a lot of
grasp
people
for
do,
you
like,
someone.
Fridays, like, their offices do, like,
Take the
half day
summer Friday.
Friday during the
Yeah.
summer, things like that.
Yeah, you can do the things through the weekend and that it just summer goes fast. Like we were saying, when by the time I'm in summer, you guys only have a month left, and then
Yeah,
it's
we
like
can't even plan
back
anything
to
together
school.
because it's right away.
Yeah, we're
So what would be on your bucket list as we're, like, nearing summer? Have you thought about it?
for this summer for sure. Well, actually, so last year we wanted it to be that we and I'm sure everyone has this somewhere near them. If you do like an Instagram search, there's probably a mom's page near you that like does playground reviews. I feel
Yeah.
like it's popped up everyone's like starting pages like that. And if you haven't, start it for your area. But we started following that last year. We were trying to hit one every week.
I like that.
And but then we got to the point Cal was not big enough to do most of it. But I think this summer, like we could handle any playground really. Um,
I like that idea because you can add in like, we just Big Air just opened, like, it's an indoor thing, like, you can add a
yeah.
couple
Add
indoor
in
ones in case
whatever it
the
is,
weather
like,
does
we're
not.
gonna add on, like, Seabreeze, the, like, amusement park by us because that's not open all year round. So we'll definitely, like, plan that for a day. We'll go up to our good old Lake Ontario probably, the beach.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff. I think, like, some of the things that, like, have been on my list that I want the kids to experience, they've never been on a boat.
Well, you have to do
So,
that with them,
like,
that's
that
fun.
could be kinda cool to get them like, we have all the lakes near me, like, I'm like, "We gotta get them on a boat," like, so I have to figure out how to acquire or do that. I really haven't given much else thought. I think we're in for a really good swimming year, like, the boys will do well with swimming, but
Yes,
yeah, what's
and
on
that's, like, the thing, like, I keep thinking, like, I didn't realize that summer was already here, like, I did, but, like, it was
it's
just
right.
it came
It's
too fast. I wasn't
Mhm.
even around for the last day of school last week, so I felt
Yeah,
really good. See, that's a whole other level of mom guilt when your kid is crying, saying you're going to hang out with your friends instead of coming to the last day of school. That was really fun. But, like, I haven't really thought about it either. I saw someone have their
bucket list.
bucket list ready for the summer, and then I saw that a couple TikToks about people doing the days instead of the bucket list, and I was thinking to myself, like, I really want something like that we could check off. It's fun to check
Yeah,
things off as a family and say
I
we did
agree.
stuff. So I might do the bucket list before, like, next week and just, like, ask the kids for stuff to get excited about. Like, let's just put, like, 10 things
Whatever
on
you wanna
this
do.
whatever, and they're gonna say sleepover or playground. Like, you know what I mean? That's like you get surprised because we try and I always find that when I ask them what they want to do, like we always think they're going to ask for some crazy extravagant like thing. And it's
Like, we
usually
wanna go
like,
to Disney every
yes,
time, and it's
it's
like,
usually like, I want a play date with James, or
"That's
I
dumb."
want to have a sleepover in mommy's room. Like, free. Great. Let's go to the playground down the street. Like, I think that playground is boring, but you want to know what? You love it. Let's
You
go.
love it?
It's
Let's
free.
go have a picnic. It is, it's interesting. One of the things that we're gonna do for the summer is, 'cause what we've been worried about, this was Jack's first year of school, him
Mhm.
losing, like, the progress that
Oh,
we've
I'm worried
made
about it
all
too
year,
with
and I
Daisy.
feel like that's something for yes, it's totally everyone, but, like, with him, it's, like, going away from us and, like, getting dropped off and
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
So I think camp's gonna really help with that, but we've also come to the realization that we have to start, like, parenting our kids, like, they're old enough to be
We
like,
do.
we need to make them do things, and it's like, you get used to, like, doing everything, and Calvin kinda does need everything done, but, like, I finally got to the point, I'm like, "Why am I helping Jack get dressed every day? He's 4 and a half. Why am I can
You
help
wanna know
pick out
why?
the
It is
clothes, but, like."
easier. This is the reason. It is easier to get him dressed than to ask him to dress himself. Daisy dresses herself. Colton, it's like, "Okay, Colton, remember, like, he's 7. Put on your socks. Put on your
Nope,
socks."
that's backwards. Nope,
Yep.
that's
And so,
and it
like, and the therapist is always like, "Just let him, like, don't correct him. Just doesn't need to be perfect." I'm like, "I can't send the kid with backward shorts to school. I'm sorry. Like, I
that's how
mentally can't
yes.
do it."
No, I cannot allow it, and yeah, so we're at that point, so we're gonna make charts for, like, getting dressed, putting your clothes in the hamper, brushing your teeth, like, those, like, little things, so that we can build the habits through because, like, this year, like, you get an autopilot. Me and Jack had a little routine. I we would muscle through it and, like, get what we needed to done, and then, like, next year is gonna be really hard for me in the mornings because I'm gonna have
Different.
shout out to moms that are doing, like, nighttime all by themselves multiple times a week, or you're getting everyone out and where they need to in the morning alone, but, like, how our schedules are gonna be, I'm gonna have both kids till, like, 8:30 every day and then have to go be Uber driver to 2 separate places and then
It
start
really
work.
does, like it makes you think, and I was thinking about this, I was talking to my mom about it with, like, work and stuff. What you just said, right? There's people who, like, that's they do everything alone, but even if you don't, even if you have a partner, depending on what time they need to be I'm very lucky because Jordan needs to go to work at the same time that Colton needs to be dropped off, and it's in my neighborhood. So he
Mhm.
can take Colton, but Daisy can't get to school. Like, she can't get there until 10 minutes to 9. And then there's meetings people wanna have at 8 a.m. or that they want and it's like, do I hire somebody for an hour like, for an hour in the like, how does it no one wants to come for an hour in the morning, like, and then you're already paying for daycare, so now you're gonna pay another, like, 25 bucks a day to have somebody for an hour because that's the going rate here in Charlotte for babysitter for an hour. So I'm gonna pay another $125 like, 25 bucks so that like, no, I'm not gonna take I'm not doing the meeting at 8. Like, if it's a once a week thing and that I accommodate for, but, like, every day, it makes it really hard.
And it's like, again, like, here are the things that we're complaining about, and it's like, these are all
Or we'll see.
seasons, like,
Yeah.
it will change, and we'll be out of this and be like, "Oh, remember when we got to drop everyone off?" And
I'm enjoying every minute of like, here's the thing, I personally love it. I love my mornings. I get Colton ready first, and then I have time with Daisy. We do our little thing, and I don't feel like my day is started, like, with, like, a negative. Like, it started with a
yeah,
positive. You know,
yeah,
like, I do like it. The thing I feel guilty about is most companies and organizations have not adapted to, like, the fact that this is probably most people's
the normal.
reality, and there's 2 working parents now. So, like, what do you do? Like, and I think that's why certain people don't go back to work because 'cause they're like, "It's not worth it. It's not worth
It's not
I'm
feasible.
driving them to 2 schools," like you said, 2 schools, 2 different time starts. If they have sports, they have activities, like, it is truly a full-time job on top of a regular job.
Actually, really, though, it's like, how does that work? But I hope everyone enjoyed our therapy
Therapy
session.
session.
This was just the tip of the iceberg for us, I feel like, but
Yes.
we've already rambled for 30 minutes, and we hope you guys enjoyed our session and aren't being like, "What the hell? That's what you guys are worried about right now?"
Yeah, you can judge we don't mind the judgment, feel free to judge us, and then you just
Yeah, we
expect
love to
really cool
hate.
content coming out. Katie will be at Nick Jonas, I will be at the Stray Kids, it's gonna be feral, Mom's Gone Wild, so look for some fun activities from us, you
And we
know?
definitely have a lot of really cool episodes coming this month, so make sure you are subscribed everywhere, and
Real
we have
experts.
the true professionals are coming on soon, so
Let's do it.
we hope you guys enjoyed, but it's time for us to clock out and clock back into the 9 to 5.
See you next week.